So once again, we revise it. You will take it down. Let's revise it. You can see this is a skeleton system. A skeleton system consists of bones. A skeleton system consists of bones, right? A skeleton system consists of bones. Okay. There are 206. There are 206 bones in our body, right? How many bones? There are 206 bones in human body. The skeleton system, a skeleton system consists of bones. First point. Second, a skeleton system. Second, we have 206 bones, whereas in infant it is about 300 or more. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Next, we have seen what is the function of the skeleton system. We have seen the function of a skeleton system, right? So function of a skeleton system. Function of a skeleton system, I have already discussed. It gives shape and support to our body. First one is give shape and support to our body, right? This is the first use of the skeleton system. Second is formation of blood cells. Formation of blood cells, right? This is the second function of the skeleton system. And the third function of the skeleton system is to protect the delicate organ. To protect delicate organ, right? To protect the delicate organ like heart, lungs, kidney, etc., liver, brain. These are the delicate organ, nazuk organ. Okay, and the fourth and the most important, that is a skeleton system help us to move. It help us to move. Okay, these are the work of the skeleton system. I hope as child born, जैसे बच्चा जन्म लेता है तो उसके पास उसके शरीर में 300 बोन्स होते हैं. as child develop, जैसे जैसे बच्चा बड़ा होता है, develop, grow, mature, the two bones fuse together and they form one bone. Okay, the fusing of bones goes up as the child develop. I hope it is clear to you. Then these were the four functions of the skeleton system, and I have also told you that in the number of bones in infant is about 300, whereas in adult it is 206. Now let's see. Now let's proceed. There are various types of bones in our body. Some bones are long, some bones are long, some bones are long, and some bones are short. Here you can see one of the example of the long bone. This is one of the example of the long bone. Okay, I hope it is clear. Next, proceed. This is one of the longest bone. Thigh is also an example of the long bone. You can see the thigh. This is also called as femur. Femur is the longest bone in our body. Okay, so femur is the longest bone in our body. I hope it is clear. So should we proceed? When we proceed, means you have seen here that this is foot. You can see this is foot. It has got the short bones. You can notice here, this is the short bone, these are the short bones. So the uh, so the body parts like hand, this hand I'm talking, the feet and the ear, it consists of small bones. Okay, it consists of a small bones. As you have seen here, that feet contain the small bones, hand also contain small bones, and ear also contain a small bones. Okay, I have already told you that human adult contains, you can see, you can see, you would have, you can see that here it is. Here you can see this is lungs inside the rib cage. Here you can see this is lung inside the rib cage. This is also lung inside the rib cage, right? So what is the function of the rib cage? Rib cage, the part of the skeleton system, it protect lungs and heart. Okay, what it does? It protect lungs and heart. Let's move. Say here, this is rib cage. So what is the function of the rib cage? I do write it here on the screen. Function of rib cage. Okay. You will be asked in your exam about the function of rib cage. Right. This is rib cage. In the picture, you can see here, this is the picture. You can see here, this is rib cage. Shaded portion, this is rib cage. Okay, you can see this is rib cage, right? So rib cage. Now, what about the rib cage? Rib cage consists of rib cage consists of 12 pair of bone. You can count here. ठीक है, देखो यहाँ पर हम लोग काउंट करके देख लेते हैं. ठीक है, देखो एक बोन है, ठीक है, दो बोन है, 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 और 12. Rib cage consists of 12 pair of bones, right? This bone where I have given the arrow, this is called floating ribs. The last two pair of the ribs, this is called floating ribs. Okay, the let me illustrate you the floating ribs. The last two ribs, this is called floating ribs. Okay, so this is called floating ribs. It is अंदर में रहता है. ठीक है, this is called floating ribs. Now, what is function of the rib cage? The function of rib cage. The function of rib cage is that it protects lungs and heart. It protect it protect lungs, it protect lungs and heart. Okay, it protects lungs and heart. I hope it is clear to you. Okay, it protects lungs and heart. It is clear. And how many bones are there? There are 12 pair of floating bones. There are 12 pair of bone, and last bone is called floating bone. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. The next, now next, it is about the skull. It is about the skull. You can see this is a skull. Skull means khopdi. This is a skull. Now, what is function of a skull? We will learn about the skull. A skull consists of, it is made up of 8 flat bones. How many bones are in a skull? In a skull, it consists of 8 flat bones. How many bones were in the rib? Rib cage. Rib cage consists of 12 bone. A skull consists of 8 flat bone. Now, what is function of a skull? Consists of 8 flat bone. 8 flat bones. Skull consists of 8 flat bones. Now, what is function of a skull? Function of a skull is that function of a skull, it protects the brain. Function of a skull is to protect brain. Okay, is to protect the brain. I hope it is clear to you. The skull is made up of 8 bones. They are closely fused. It is tight and it consists of 8 bone, and it protects the brain. It protects the brain. Now, next, here you can see, here you can see, this is the backbone. Here you can see, this is the backbone. Okay, this is called backbone. Okay, what this is called? Backbone. Okay, this part is called backbone, right? So backbone, it consists of, okay, backbone is connected to a skull. You can see here the backbone is also connected to a skull. Okay, and the animals who have got well developed backbone, they are called as vertebrates. And those animals who do not have got the backbone, they are called invertebrates. So I hope you got the difference between the vertebrates and invertebrates. The animals who have got the backbone, they are called vertebrates, and do not got the backbone, they are called invertebrates, right? So backbone, I hope you got it. Now, what is function of the backbone? The function of backbone is that it protect the spinal cord. Okay, what it does? The function of backbone is to protect the spinal cord, right? This is the function of the backbone. It protects the spinal cord. Okay, and as backbone is connected to the skull. Okay, backbone is also connected. Backbone is also connected to. Backbone is connected to a skull, right? Backbone is connected to a skull. I hope you have understood it. Next, this is backbone, you can see here. Once again, I am showing you the backbone. You can see this is the backbone. Okay, I'm showing you the backbone. You can see the backbone. ठीक है, छोटी छोटी हड्डियों का बना हुआ होता है, जिसको कहते हैं वर्टिब्रा कहते हैं। ये मिलकर बना हुआ था, और ये प्रोटेक्ट किसको करता है? स्पाइनल कॉर्ड को प्रोटेक्ट करता है। ठीक है, I hope you would have understood it. You have seen that man is sitting, man is standing. That is possible only because of the rigid, that is rigid and a strong skeleton system. Okay, so this is all about the skeleton system, right? And longest bone I have taught you. The longest bone, that is, को समझ में आया?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir.
किसी को कोई दिक्कत?
Yes, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Tell me which one is the longest bone?
Femur. Sir, the hand bone and the thigh bone is the longest bone.
Femur. Femur is the longest bone. Okay. Femur. That is thigh bone. Okay. And which one is the smallest bone? Smallest bone?
Sir, hand and foot toe bone.
They are a small bone, but it is not a smallest bone. I am asking that smallest bone. Okay. I am asking a smallest bone. Okay. The smallest bone is present inside our ear. It is called stapes.
Yes.
What it is called? Stapes.
Stapes.
And it stapes. The smallest bone is present inside our ear. Its name is stapes. नाम क्या है? स्टेपस. और सबसे लंबा बोन कौन सा है? वो थाई बोन है. उसका नाम क्या है? फ्यूमर. ठीक है, याद रहेगा?
Yes.
ठीक है, कोई दिक्कत?
No, sir.
तो स्टेरिप का स्पेलिंग STIRRUP तुम्हारे बुक में पेज नंबर 5 में दिया होगा, देख लेना. ठीक है, अब ये बताओ कि शिवांश सिंह वीडियो ऑन करो. Raghavi, you tell me what is function of rib cage? What is function of rib cage?
Sir, it protects our lungs and heart.
How many bones are in the rib cage?
Sir, 12 bones are in rib cage.
Okay. Sunny, unmute yourself. Manav, start your video and unmute yourself.